this great World Cup weekend. Well, 30 racers coming up in just about 8 minutes for the second run, and all the heavy hitters are in there. Well,
good afternoon and welcome to the second run, the men's Audi FIS World Cup Tour in the Slalom. The leader, Noel.
ready?
And here is his first run. Noel, leader after the first run, will start number 30 on this second run. And we'll get a look at his first run here. 0.27 seconds up on Swiss ace Meillard. Was the only problem right there where Noel seemed to get into problems. Third place is Henrik Kristoffersen over a second back. Two Norwegians in a row, Kristoffersen and Steen Olsen in fourth. The Brit Dave Riding's in fifth. Strasser from Germany will go sixth last. And then Daniel Yule, Tomaso Salo round out the top 8. Noel just skied a fantastic first run, really put himself in good position to get his 11th win of his career. The conditions will change a whole bunch because start number 6 in that first run, now start number 30 on the second run. 18 inches of snow overnight, about 45 centimeters. They keep upping it. They used to be 13, then it was 15, now they're going 18, so just like fishing and catching fish, it's getting bigger and bigger as we go along here, and it just continues to snow. We get a look down the leaderboard. There's Zubcic, who'll go number 1, the Croatian, followed by American Ben Ritchie. See Jet Seymour, Luke Winters, Americans in there as well. Kilian Promstaller, the youngest in the field on the second run for Austria. This is the third last slalom of the season. We'll head to Kranjska right after this race, and then over to Saalbach for the finals. Top 25 make the finals in Saalbach, and Filip Zubcic will be looking to do that. He sits 28th in the standings right now in slalom, so trying to move up a few spots. Steen Olsen is right on that bubble in 25th, and put himself in prime position for another good one. Run number 2 set by the Swiss, Matteo Joris. His Swiss athletes will love that. Meillard, who's sitting second. Luca Erni finished 15th on the first run, a little bit further back, but still a good result for Erni. They're the only 2 Swiss athletes in this second run. 7 Austrians in the second run. They had 8 in the first run, so a lot of Austrians qualifying today. There you get a good look at Lower Ruthie's run. And the slalom pitch and steepness. Starts out down at Straw Pile. Then takes you through Norway Island. Right there, a little bit further down, and then through Beatty Way at the bottom part of the course. Well, best piece of equipment for the volunteers that were up at 3 a.m. this morning, 70 of them. Looking for shovels and rakes to get the snow off to the side, which they've done really well. Snowcats have groomed the side as well. They don't want to groove the race line because that will chew things up. They want to keep it down to that fresh, hard surface that they've had here for the last few days. Very slick, icy surface. But with that snow coming last night, it'll make it a little bit grippier on top. It's one of the gates down Beatty Way. They were having problems during inspection. You can see some of the athletes there a little bit earlier. They were shoveling as much of that fresh snow out of the way as possible. So some holes will develop here, I'm sure, on this second run. I'm Brian Stemmel, along with you for all 30 racers this afternoon. Thanks for being with us on FIS TV. And it is dumping in Aspen. Get yourself to Aspen if you're not here, because there will be some great powder to be shred tomorrow. And you know what, Aspen, it's generally sunny during the day and snows overnight, but we're going to have 3 more days of snow before sunshine appears back on Wednesday, but the racers will be long gone then. Never ideal conditions. Imagine they've canceled 2 slalom races already this season. Val d'Isère was canceled because of bad weather and too much rain in Bansko, Bulgaria after the first run, where Clement Noel led, and he'll have the same lead here. That's Filip Zubcic.
I'll see if I can
giant slalom skier, was 6th yesterday. Benjamin Ritchie, the American, just 23 years old. Finished 20th in Wengen, which was a good result for him. He'll go out of the gate number 2. And Sebastian Foss Sulevåg for Norway. Timon Hagan from Norway finished 18th on the first run, and then the 2 greats, Steen Olsen and Kristoffersen, starting a little earlier. There's Luke Winters and Jet Seymour. Sandwiched between them is the veteran Michael Mickey Matt. Juan del Campo from Spain. Good to see him in there. And then Laurie Taylor had a great run from behind the Brits. Came from the back of the pack to move right up. Stephen Amier, whose father was a great slalom skier as well, Sebastian, and also Johannes Strolz's father, Olympic medalist. Romain Marchand from Belgium. Tommaso Sala, the Italian, Yul Strasser. Everybody has a chance. Good to see Dave riding in the top 5, and then the 2 Norwegians, followed by the Swiss and French. The former winners, Mario Matt, Michael's brother back in 2001. Rudy Neerlich, who tragically died many years ago, and Ingemar Stenmark there on the list as well. Of course Stenmark won. He's won everywhere. So just about a minute to go here, and it seems to be snowing even harder now, which will make it very difficult to see. The visibility will be tough for these racers getting ready at the start and prepared for their second attempt on the slalom here today in Aspen.
So we're going to start on the far end. That side, which is to my right, that would be west. So we're going to do the wave. We're going to work to the east. Okay? We're going to start from the west. We're going to go to the east. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Arms up. Wave. All the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay? That was good. We're going to do it one more time while the cameras are locked and loaded. Here we go. Make some noise. Doing it too. We got audio. 3, 2, 1. Wave. There we go. All right.
The fans getting pumped up down at the bottom. And now quiet in the start for Zubcic. Third best in the world in GS 2 years in a row. It sits second this year in GS standings. And trying to move up in the slalom standings from 28 into that coveted top 25.
Ready? Go! First race.
There goes the first racer on the second run. Off nicely. Swiss set this course. It's a quick combination, followed by another hairpin right there. And a few open gates. Gets you down to the first interval time. And through Norway Island, seems to be skiing well so far. Good clean course, nice and smooth. So if Zubcic can take advantage of this and really set up a good time, that'll put him in prime spot to get into that top 25 for the World Cup finals. There's open gates there. There's a hairpin right before that last interval. Zubcic, just strong, powerful guy. And down to the line and into first. 5 seconds faster this run than his first run, 5.5 exactly. So that was quick from Zubcic. A little old school there, didn't go for the cross block, but that's okay. Look at the snow just piling up in the finish area, on the skis, on his goggles. It is dumping. 23-year-old Ben Ritchie from the United States, from Waitsfield, Vermont. A couple of good results this season in the 20s, but his biggest issue is hooking a tip, so he's got to be very careful not to do that. So a lot of guys do that on the first run. 25 DNFs. And now Ritchie smoothly into his attempt on this second run. He'll be hearing it from the fans halfway down. All the volunteers on the side of the course are letting him hear it. Skiing really nicely so far. Maybe not pushing it on the gas pedal right to the floor, but he's got it about 80% now. Once he gets through that tough part, now down to the flats, he can really let it fly. Ben Ritchie having a solid run. Good line there, excellent. Okay, good down at the bottom, fastest time down there. Beat Zubcic only by 300ths, but he sits in second. Should be happy with that, considering his start number 45 on that first run. Look at it come down, just really hard to see. Speeds aren't that high, so it's okay. I'm not sure they'd even run a giant slalom in these conditions, but the slowest event is okay so far. Sebastian Foss-Ullevåg. Knifing his way down the icy pitch on straw pile, doing well so far, 32 years old, from Alesund in Norway. Wow, he was just bombing it through that middle section. That was really good. Look at that time increased. Holy smokes, won that by 0.6 of a second. Here comes Sebastian Foss-Ullevåg. Only 3 times in the points this season, but he can finish with this kind of run. This will really set him up nicely for a top 20, top 10 maybe, if he really separates himself from the field. And he has by 0.7. Foss-Ullevåg, 49.88 on that second run. That's the fastest time of the day so far. Just good and smooth. Look at how he rolls on his edges just gently, puts that pressure on right at the gate for a moment, and then takes it down the fall line when he releases his edges. Here's the Italian. The coach is speaking German to him. Auf geht's in the start for Alex Finatzer. Full of confidence after his personal best 5th place in giant slalom yesterday. A little off balance in the slalom, but these gates are coming fast and furious. Finatzer really letting things fly here. So quick through that section. That is beautiful. Managing to maintain his balance nicely through those 6 open gates before the hairpin right there in the last interval. Had some problems, look out, getting a little bent out of shape, but staying nicely over his outside ski. Watch his upper body stay straight, and his lower body just working well underneath him, and he has the lead. 6 hundies. No. Well, he should be happy with that. He doesn't think that was the best. Let's hear it. Well, tough to complain about the conditions because everybody has to race in these conditions. Might let up a little bit later on, but it is really snowing hard now. Finatzer, I think, would be happy sitting in first at this point. Sebastian Holtzmann from Germany. Just 26th on the first run. That section of the course is really fast through there. You have to be just right on the balls of your feet. Managing those gates perfectly. Holtzmann a little off the pace right now. He's had a consistent year. been a long season. This is the 9th slalom of the year. So here comes Holtzman down to the line. He's a second back and fourth. He always seems to maintain a stable upper body position, which he's mastered quite well.
Big 35 now at the top as we see our leader Aspen sitting in the leader seat.
Go!
Here's Joshua Sturm. First of 7 Austrians in this second run. Kilian Pramstaller will be up next. Joshua skiing really well. 22-year-old had some problems on the glacier in Solden in training. Tore his medial meniscus in his knee. MRI revealed that, so he had surgery. He was out for 3 weeks, but came back nicely this season and performed well so far. A little off the pace, just under 4/10 back. Joshua Sturm through the last combination, nicely down to the bottom. And that's where he ends up, 0.46 back. So good for him to finish. Didn't qualify in both races on Friday and Saturday in the GS. DNF run number 2 last week in both races in Palisades Tahoe. The slalom in GS, but down safely and into third. Youngest here in the field on the second run, 21-year-old Kilian Pramstaller from Lienz. Only his 7th start. His 6th start yesterday, ended up in a DNF on the first run. And the highest bib to qualify as well, for 54. All the way to 24, so moved up 30 spots. I'd like to move up a few more in this second run. Now slipping back a little bit, lost 5/10 of a second, but skiing a good, smart, composed run. A little bit of veteran savvy here he's used. And that's okay, in the points, 0.66 back. The 2 Austrians with a fist bump, they've both made it down. Sitting in 3rd and 4th at the moment, behind our leader still, Alex Finatzer. Luke Winters, the American, is up in the start. He'll be followed by the next Austrian, Michael Matt. Winters on course from Gresham, Oregon, just east of Portland. A little off balance at the moment, and oh no, way off balance. Hanging in there. I thought he almost straddled that gate. And he has. If you just noticed, not quite as refined technique, not perfect balance. A little too many moving pieces on that run for Luke Winters, but he was giving it his all. This is where it is here, where he just gets caught back right there. He straddled that blue gate just coming into that flush just before that, and that can hurt. And he got his hands up there and knocked those gates away.
Ready? Go!
Off gates for Mickey Matt. Michael's brother Mario won here in Aspen before. Michael was 3rd here in 2017. And Andre Moore and Felix Neureiter. He squeezed Marcel Hirscher down to 4th, who was always winning. at that time. So Michael Matt, the 30-year-old, was third in Gurgle, beginning of the season. What's this interval going to tell us from Michael Matt? Oh, it just seems to be struggling a little bit. Doesn't have that speed that we saw Finatzer have. He's not going to be able to make it up down here at the bottom. Once he lost all that momentum, it's going to even drift further back, way back in the 7th spot. It's last on the second run so far, 1.56 behind Finatzer.
Come on, Jet. Let's go, Jet. Come on now. Go. All right, Jet. Come on, Jet.
Getting fired up for Jet Seymour. Oh, Jet, hang on. He is really on the limit on the edge. Risking everything, it seems, so far down straw pile. Now late in line, he's got to get it back together, get back into that rhythm. Find some calmness and some composure. That's much better, really good. Much better balance now, but losing some time as he makes his way down here on Ruthie's Run, down Beatty Way, at the bottom of the course, named after great American commentator Bob Beatty. Bob Beatty would be going nuts right now for Jet Seymour. Almost went down, held it back together. Going to get into the points, but well back. 9th on that second run. Just amped up a little bit too much for the NCAA Slalom champion. Where he's down on his side, looking like Ted Ligety there. Former American GS skier. He got back up as everybody looks on and is cheering Jet Seymour on.
Incredible athleticism as we go back to the top end, big 38 from Spain.
Vamos for Juan del Campo, 29-year-old Spaniard. 0.61 of an advantage over Finatzer on the first run. Finatzer has held off a few people so far. He's moved up 6 spots in the standings already. Remember Daniel Yule in Chamonix a few weeks ago, went from 30th on that first run to first. So it can be done. Campo's had a few scores in slalom, 24th in Kitzbühel, 25th in Wengen. Still holding on to the lead, but barely. Can the Spaniard hold it together through the last combination and down to the line? Yes, he can. Into 14th. Yeah, excellent. He is fired up. Excellent run from Juan del Campo. Number 38 takes the lead just like that. Now number 49, Laurie Taylor, will be coming up next as he's still cheering. So here's Laurie Taylor, man from Behind the Brits, famous YouTube channel. Always looking for some balance and some speed, and he's found it. Made up 0.4 of a second up top. Good looking run so far from the Brit. Oh yeah, Taylor's really got one going now. He is smoking fast through the midway part. Laurie Taylor now through the open gates, trying to make his way down through these impossible conditions, it seems like. Snowing so much, but Taylor is not giving up whatsoever. He is still full on the gas pedal. Wow, I haven't seen him put a run together like that in a long time, and his coaches are loving it. Wow, amazing. He's been looking for one of those runs for a long time. His coach set the first run, Tristan Glass-Davis. His other coach, Elaine Baxter, former slalom skier, has to be really happy with this. We'll be seeing this run on Behind the Brits next week. He puts out a show every week, and they are entertaining to watch. Simon Hagan from Norway. 18th after the first run. His first World Cup Giant Slalom podium finish was yesterday in the GS, and here he goes through Norway Island. Conditions don't seem to be bothering these athletes whatsoever. No problems with the surface underneath. Doesn't seem to be breaking up whatsoever. They can just really let it all go on this second run course. Set it really quickly by the Swiss coach. Now it's close, 600s. Last one, now it's 800s. Good for Hagan. 27-year-old, just a fabulous slalom skier. Oh yeah, 800s. 800ths of a second for Simon Hagan. He's a little bit further back than what he would like on that first run. Sits 4th in the standings. And that was just a fine-looking effort. Has a couple of 4th place finishes this year in slalom and 1 second place in Chamonix. And I'm impressed. Here comes Rashi, Dominik Raschner from Austria. Been skiing really well all season long, just like Simon Hagan. One of the nice surprises for the Austrian team. Sits 14th in the standings. And didn't qualify in Palisades Tahoe, so looking to gain some points here and move up a little bit. Important to stay into that top 15 for next year, get you into that second group of slalom skiers. Moved up nicely from last season. 29-year-old, 9/10 off the pace. Well, Hagan still leads. And Dominik Raschner is into 4th spot. Good run, not many mistakes, just didn't quite have that speed that he desired. Istok Rodesh coming up next from Croatia, 16th on the first run. A bit of a course hold here as they look to the course to clean it up perfectly. Simon Hagan, good looking helmet from the attacking Viking. And the VIPs are taking cover inside, but some of them who are brave are up top on that patio there, getting a bird's eye view of this course. That's Daniel Yule getting ready. He finished 7th on the first run.
Ready, go!
Well, here we go, Istok Rodesh. 28-year-old Croatian, sits 26th in the slalom standing, so he really needs to finish here and then some. Only 3 points behind Alexander Steen Olsen, who sits in 4th. Sebastian Holtzman is 24th. Holtzman sits in 10th right now, so if Stock can move ahead of him in the run here, he'll move ahead of the standings, but a second back might not do it. 23rd is AJ Guinness, who went out in the first run. Rodesh is third, so 7, 8 spots ahead of Ishtok Rodesh. He'll move up. AJ Guinness had to have his knee drained this morning. He's had swelling in his knee, drained it last night. Had a tube full of gook in there that he posted on Instagram and didn't make it down the first run. So he's going to move back in the standings now because of the 2 racers in front of him have gained points so far. So we'll break now with Timo and Hagan in the lead, Taylor in second, and Rodesh in third. Juan Del Campo, a fantastic run. Taylor still with the fastest run of the second this afternoon, the second run. There's the only DNF so far, Luke Winters, the American.
So far, are you having a nice time here in Aspen?
Yes, I have.
Yes, your English is way better than my French. Très bien, très bien. Hey, to all the racers here.
Well, the top 15 left to go here in the second round of the Audi FIS Ski World Cup Tour, the men's slalom from snowy Aspen, Colorado. Loic Meillard trying to stay calm and relaxed before he has to go. He'll go second last this afternoon. Luca Erni on course for Switzerland. 2-time Olympian. We'll now have a course that has been side-slipped a little bit, maintained. It seems to be holding up pretty well. Lost a half a second down straw pile at the top part of the course. He's with really great technique. You don't see him off balance very much whatsoever. Just like a nice little dance for him, staying in the rhythm. Only one top 3 in his career. That was 7 years ago in his 131st start. And he's into third, 5th on that second run. He probably wishes a little bit more from himself, but that was a nice smooth run by Luca Erni. Just a real talent from the Swiss team. Back up top, Stephen Amier is in the start.
Ready? Go.
Stephen Amier, top 20 in the last 6 slalom races. Skiing with some confidence. Back on his heels for just a moment. You really hear that ice underneath his feet. Still staying nice and firm for all of these athletes. Wow, really quick through there. That was nice. Now tied for the lead. I said earlier, oh no. That's a little slip there, and that's going to cost him maybe 4 tenths, 5 tenths. Let's call it 3. Now he's lost that momentum. Maybe lost a little confidence too, just because of that one slip. Stephen Amier made some time back. See that one section there, 15th. So he really had a good run going. Said earlier, his dad Sebastian won the Crystal Globe in slalom in '96, was also a silver medalist. Sebastian, or Stephen, is happy with his run. Manuel Feller leads in the slalom standings, 4 wins this season. We get a good look. And number 25, Johannes Strolz, 13th after the first run. Lost a lot of time up top, the Austrian. 3-time Olympic medalist, one more than his dad, Hubert. Point too far back. Times are really close. Hagan only leads by 800ths over Taylor. Taylor only 300ths ahead of Stephen Amier. And now he's got the lead back into the green for Johannes Strolz. Here he comes, Strolz through that last hairpin, reaches for the beam, and he's a 1/4 of a second up. Good skiing down there at the bottom for Johannes Strolz. He's only 10th through that 3rd section. He'll pick some time down at the bottom. He was fastest in that last split so far. So Strolz a little slower up top, good down at the bottom. Got the lead right now. There's La Roche, Marc Rochat. Allez, Marc. 12th on the first run for Rochat. He's sniffing around the podium all season long. Hasn't had a top 3 in 82 World Cup starts. A lot of injuries through his career, a lot of self-doubt. 4th this season in Schladming, and wouldn't it be great to see Marc Rochat get on the podium, attack from the back a little bit, but conditions are really staying nice, so a lot of these races have a great advantage, great opportunity to be able to hang in there. We've seen some of the courses over the course of the winter deteriorate a lot in the second run. This one's holding up well. Here comes Marc. In 5th. He did lose a lot at the bottom there, Chris Davenport. He let us know that. Didn't seem to lose too much time there. Maybe that one little slip there and got wide on that next gate. That was it. That's tough. Tough when you only have 50 seconds to perform and you have to do it at your best. It's hard to in such difficult times. Fabio Gastrine. 11th after the first run for Austria. 27-year-old sits 13th in the slalom standings. 7th in Tahoe last week was his best result this season. And he's got the lead, 0.36 in the green for Gastrine. Cousin Bernard was 10th here way back in 1991. Now he's lost half a second in the red now. Gastrine can't do it. Well, a few guys losing time down at the bottom part of the course. And they are a little bit more fatigued. Getting a little rough through that part of the course. Can't have too much pressure on your edge. When it gets into a little bit of hole like that, you'll pop out of it quickly and get offline. That seemed to be what has happened. There's Johannes Strolz. He'll look up to the start to his teammate, Manny Feller, buckling in. There he is, just 204 points ahead of Strasser with the lead. So if Manny Feller can put down a good performance here today, he could secure that Crystal Globe. It's really blossomed this year, has been no worse than 5th. But he'll have to make a little attack from the back after he was tied for 9th on that first run. So the flamboyant Austrian, the part-time rapper, full-time skier, father of 2, is making some time up already. And he said he wanted to put on a show in front of the people. Show everyone why he deserves to wear that red leader bib, because he's been so consistent all season long and is flying through the middle part of the course. 0.32 now for Manny Feller. Just really found his groove so well over the last couple of seasons. Used to fall often, but not anymore. Manny Feller having a look down here, look ahead down at the bottom. One more combo, 3 more gates. Manny Feller into second. So Austria sits 1-2. Strolz still with the lead. Feller in second. Hagan finished 3rd yesterday in the GS, sits in 3rd right now. So maybe this will be the only time Manny Feller finishes out of the top 5. With 9 skiers left to go. Well, Lena Strasser had a good look at Manny Feller's run. You really can't worry about what the other competitors are doing. You want to have a good look at their run to make sure you know what's happening on the course, but you can't worry about where they finish. You got to worry about yourself, and Armand Marchand did that the first run. Skied really nicely. Number 37 all the way to 9th. This really seems to be in top shape physically. 25-year-old. Good skiing through that midsection of the course. Now the time dwindling a little bit. 0.12. This all important. Last interval, look out through the combination. He's had problems. Managed to pull it off, but that's going to cost him some time. He's not going to be able to make it up down here. Wow, 19th in that last section. 8th overall for Armand Marchand from Belgium. Moved to Anzer in Switzerland. They've adopted him there. So the Swiss will be cheering him on as well, but disappointed with that little slip down at the bottom to send him down into 8th. There's the leader, Johannes Strolz, Manny Feller, Timon Hagan. Taylor still sits in 4th. Both those guys moved up 7 spots, and the Frenchman Amier in 5th. There's the rest of the top 21 as we get down to the final 8 skiers. Okay, down to the last 8. There's a policeman from Italy. Tommaso Sala, Daniel Yule, the winner in Chamonix. Lena Strasser won twice this season. Rocket Dave riding, always in the mix. Alexander Steen Olsen. Felt the pressure the last couple of days, didn't perform on the podium. Fellow Norwegian Kristoffersen knows how to win. Meillard, 2 silver medals the last couple of days, and then the leader, Clément Noel. We get right into the starting shack. Tommaso Sala. Die, die, die. Go, go, go.
Okay. Ready, go.
28-year-old Tommaso Sala. Started the season 0 for 2 in slalom. Didn't finish in the top 30 and has scored points in the last 6 races. So this race number 9 is important. He sits 18th in the standings. want to move too far back with such a good first run. Really hoping to get a top 3, which would be incredible for him. His career best is 7th so far. Oh, not quite as dynamic as he needs to be through that midsection of the course, and I'm afraid that time is gone. 0.6 of a second he lost there. He's thinking a little bit too much down at the bottom about winning, and he's into 11th. Oh no.
After 1.32 seconds up there.
So skied nicely up top, then got into some chop down at the bottom. That's where he seemed to be having some difficulties right there. And he will step aside and watch Daniel Yule. Set a record earlier this season that can't be broken, only tied. We went from 30th to 1st. And Yule is a mess on this second run. Oh, goodness. Watch this time. Oh, are you kidding me? That's faster. He was way off the gates and out of sorts, it seemed like, but I guess has found the grip and some momentum. Excuse me, Daniel Yule. Now he's losing some time in the midway part. Seven career wins, won Kitzbühel twice, Madonna once, and now it's all gone. It's lost on him. Oh, man. 23rd. Well, Daniel Yule sits last right now. That's where he had some problems, it seemed like, at the start, and then just down at the bottom. Got on the tails of his skis, barely made it around that blue gate, so he'll be in the points, but not impressed for sure. Johannes Strolz still with the lead. Only 6 racers left, and there's the 6th one. Lino Strasser. The elegant skier from Munich in Germany. Just beautiful form. His head barely moves. Just lets everything work below him. Below that head and down to his lower body. So here comes Lina Strasser. Second in the slalom standings. I'd like to put the pressure on Manny Feller, who's sitting in second right now. Lina Strasser trying to hang in there. He's going to get it. He is. 0.39 from Lina Strasser. Wasn't perfect down at the bottom, but it was just enough to take the lead away from Strolz. Just perfect balance. Nice combination of that and some determination will take you places. And it's taken him to the lead right now. Oh, look at that, updated standings right now. Good stuff, just 164 points behind Feller with 2 races left. That may change depending on what these guys do. And here's the rocket. Dave riding on course, 37-year-old. Way off the gate, already on that second or third panel. And my goodness, Dave's got to hold it together down here. Lives north of Liverpool in the UK. 121st race of his career, all in slalom. So this guy's seen some plastic in his life. Trying to negotiate around each one of these gates as he makes his way down here. 0.54 back. Before it gets rough down through Norway Island. Now he's got to find some speed here if he can. Down Beatty Way. A real Eddie the Eagle story, but he actually won, and he's not going to win today, riding his 5th. So the first guy to ever win a World Cup race for Great Britain. After he grew up skiing on the plastic slopes. Won't have a win today, he's only in 5th. So just got out of sorts right from the top, it seemed like, and Roding just couldn't hold it together the rest of the way down. He's had a good season, sits 8th in the standings, will probably move up a little bit.
Ready?
Alexander Steen Olsen, 4th after the first run. Now he had the lead yesterday in the GS, ended up 17th. Was 2nd in the first run of the GS on Friday, ended up 7th. So the pressure seems to get to the youngster on the second run, couldn't quite handle it. Let's see how he handles it on this second run this afternoon. Not quite as quick as the first run. .77 off the pace for Steen Olsen. And now it's drifting further back, 1.1. And he is gritting his teeth for all he's got right here. And 11th. Well, a lot of ones up there. Alexander Steen Olsen, and he wants to snap his pole in half because he's just so frustrated with that run. You got to learn how to win on the World Cup circuit. It's not easy. And when you're only 22 years old, you don't have a lot of experience, makes it tough. And there's a guy with a ton of experience, Lena Strasser, knows how to win. Third on the first run, Henrik Kristoffersen. Norwegians looking for their first win of the season on the men's side in any discipline in the Audi FIS Ski World Cup. Kristoffersen complaining about the first run. Didn't like the conditions, but sets himself up in a good spot here. Nice through Norway Island. 0.39 back. That'll get him tied with Johannes Strolz if he can keep this up. Strolz sits in 2nd. It's Strasser with the lead. Now Kristoffersen making up a little bit of time. Henrik Kristoffersen knows how to win. Can he get it done here? Kristoffersen only 2nd. So it'll be tough for him to hang on to a top 3 spot, and Henrik just never seems to be happy unless he sees that green every single run. Such a fiery competitor. Just relentless in his pursuit of excellence. Whoa, that was so close. Those Van Deer tips popped up right there. He almost straddled that red gate. So Lena Strasser, 0.28 ahead of Kristoffersen. Strolz in 3rd, 0.39 back. Here's Luca Erni. 1.1 second advantage on the first run over Lena Strasser. He's got that to work with, so has a little bit of cushion right now. Luca Erni, such a well-balanced skier. No unnecessary moves from his upper body, just always in the right position. He's got to find some speed if he wants to take over that lead from Strasser. And he has 0.94 ahead now for Meillard. 3-time medalist at the World Championships. Try and win another medal here today. Won 2 silvers in a row. Can he get back at least to 2nd place? I think he's going to even do more here. It's Loic Meillard coming to the line. 0.89 up, and he's got the lead by a long shot. Loic Meillard skiing with 100% confidence right now. That was a dandy. Wow, he makes it look so easy. Loic Meillard vaults himself in the lead with just 1 skier left. That's Clement Noel. Really good skiing from Loic Meillard. Second in Chamonix this year. It was fun standing on the podium with his Swiss teammate Daniel Yule, and it might be fun again for him if he can stay up top. It'll have to avoid Clement Noel, a great big Frenchman who's standing in the start.
Ready, go!
Okay, take a deep breath and let it fly. Clement Noel, look at those numbers. Second, third, DNF, and fourth in his last 5 races. Second last week in Palisades, which was really good for his confidence. Raced in Friday's GS just to get some familiarity with this hill and the snow conditions. Took the day off yesterday to train and relax, regroup, and he's straddled and he's out. So he's just handed the win to Loic Meillard, just like that. Meillard, 3 times on the podium. But today, it's the top of the podium. Strasser in second. Kristoffersen congratulates him. He's in third. That might make him a little happier than what he's been for most of the day. And there's poor Clement Noel standing at the side of the course. Only the second DNF of this afternoon's run, and there it is, gets that right tip, caught around that red gate, and he knew it right away. Sometimes you get a little bit impatient, and you hate to win that way, but Loic Meillard will take it and take the victory here in Aspen. And the servicemen and coaches are thrilled. All that hard work pays off. Incredible work by all of the volunteers, moving
Ladies and gentlemen,
18 inches of
based on
snow
the
that fell
unofficial
overnight
results
off
of
to the
today's
side.
Stiefel Aspen Winter National 2024 Audi FIS Ski World Cup Slalom presented by United, we are pleased to present in third position, representing Norway, Henrik Kristoffersen. In second position, representing Germany, Linus Strasser. And in first position, the unofficial winner of today's Stiefel Aspen Winter National Audi FIS Ski World Cup, representing Switzerland, Loic Meillard.
So Loic Meillard with the win.
Thank you so much, everybody.
He's had a great weekend of racing. Strasser second, Kristoffersen third. And a great day of racing here, as you see the winners right there. Top 3 in the Aspen Slalom getting together. Victory number 3 for Loic Meillard. He won in Schladming last year, so it's been a while since he's been on a top step of the podium. Second other win was at Chamonix Parallel Slalom in 2020. Loic Meillard, all smiles, as the guys will head over to Kranjska Gora and then off to Saalbach, Austria for the World Cup finals. There's the top 28, Daniel Yule with a disappointing second run. Gets some points, and Clement Noel, Luke Winters both with the DNF. So let's check out the updated standings right after these slow-mos.
Wow, Loic Meillard, what an incredible day for you. What an incredible weekend. Second position on Friday, second yesterday, first one today. What can we say? Are you more than happy today?
Yeah, more than happy. Definitely a long weekend, but very happy how it went, and can't dream of any better.
Also, first slalom victories, you were chasing this one. How does that feel today to have this on your list?
Yeah, it definitely took some time in slalom. I was always there, but never quite in the front. So it's amazing to do it, and definitely in a tough race.
Your beginning of the season was a little bit harder, and now everything seems so easy. From what did you have this little click?
I think just work, a good team around me. Definitely beginning of the season, it was actually the same skiing as now. Very light, very easy, very fast, and then kind of lost the confidence on a few races, and it took 2 races to lose it, but 10 to build it back. And now I guess it's back.
Thank you and congratulations again.
So the first slalom win from Meillard. Won that Schladming GS in 2023. Amazing how quickly he can lose confidence and gain it back. It took him 10 races to gain it back. And the Strasser skiing well lately. But Meillard takes the win, and there's the difference right now. So Feller doesn't quite wrap it up yet. Still has some cushion there. Let's get down to the top 25 to see who's on the bubble. We'll have the pressure on them next week. Tied for 24th, AJ Guinness and Sebastian Holtzman. Rodesch bumped out of that top 26, and the veteran Zenhuizer in 27th. There are the overall standings. Marco Odermatt leads Feller by a long shot. Meillard moves up to 3rd. But Marco Odermatt has already claimed the GS title, the overall, and he'll try to do it in the Super G and downhill coming up in Saalbach in the finals. The last giant slalom of the season will be in Saalbach, but they'll have one more in Kranjska Gora next week. The Nation Cup standing, Switzerland still leads. Thanks to Meillard, thanks to Marco Odermatt. And here's the winning run from Meillard. And as I was mentioning, most of the way down, Meillard just seemed to be right in the pocket, right exactly where he needs to be on his skis. No problems whatsoever in any of the turns, really. It's only 8th on the second run, but that was enough to combine his second run, first run time. Corey Taylor, the Brit, had the fastest second run of the day. Hagan with the second fastest. Strolz with 3rd on that second run. That's why they vaulted themselves up the standings. Hagan moved up 12 spots. Strolz 9 spots. Lina Strasser moved up 4 spots, and Meillard moved up 1, and that was all he needed to take the victory here in Aspen today. So that's it from Aspen. Stay with us for the award ceremony if you like. I'm Brian Stemmel. See you next time. And for more information, always go and download the FIS app or check out fisky.com.
I am aware. Well, you know, I'm all over the place. There needs more of me. There needs more of me. I saw you. Oh, that's a different fuck eater. Oh, I thought you got that in town here. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know about that. My fun meter runs high all the time. Got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just about 8 minutes away from our official awards presentation. I want to welcome to the finish area Aspen Ski Company Senior Vice President John Rigby with a special guest. All right, wow! Wow! What a weekend! Super memorable! Amazing races. Meillard, what a haul for the weekend. Congrats to their team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the official winners presentation for today's Stiefel Aspen Winter National 2024 Audi FIS Ski World Cup Slalom, presented by United. Please welcome the medalists for the Stiefel Aspen Winter National 2024 Audi FIS Ski World Cup Slalom. In third place, representing Norway, Henrik Kristoffersen. In second place, representing Germany, Linus Strasser. And the winner of today's Stiefel Aspen Winter National 2024 Audi FIS Ski World Cup Slalom, representing Switzerland, Loic Meillard. Today's bronze medal will be presented by Pat Callahan, Aspen World Cup Chief of Course. In third place, representing Norway, Henrik Kristoffersen. Today's silver medal will be presented by Joey Woltemath, Aspen Skiing Company Event Operations Director. In second place, representing Germany, Linus Strasser. Today's gold medal will be presented by Derek Gunshore, Aspen Skiing Company Managing Director of Events. In first place, representing Switzerland, Loic Meillard. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Switzerland. The tree to be planted in the Grove of Champions on Aspen Mountain will be presented by Jim Hancock, Aspen's World Cup Chief of Race.